Hello and welcome, darlings. Hello and welcome, darlings. Um, I'll give everybody a few minutes to come in. Also, understand, I know it may have not have been the perfect hour for everybody tonight, but I have to do what is right for me and my family. And I had to spend the evening running errands, and I had to get groceries, I had to get medications, I had to do just different stuff. But I'm here now, and I will give you all a minute to come in here. If you're watching this on the replay, tonight's objective is to um, find out what tarot in the universe has to say about um, the elections and what is going on. Um, some have come in with results, whether we agree with them or not. Some have not come in with results. We don't have to agree with that either. I did a few pre-recorded videos. I stayed up as long as I could, but once it hit kind of like a null in the middle of the night, there's nothing more I could do. So I laid it to rest as long as I could until today, and I've still watched it today to see if anything has changed. What exactly are we waiting on? I've already got some pre-questions that I have myself of what I have seen. I have a couple questions that you guys have sent me. I know Nadia sent me a couple. I have watched these races, and my state was not really on the ballot this year. We voted for local things like Board of Education and things like that, which are still important, but we didn't have senators or governors up for re-election. So I was able to watch other states, and I wanted to see what was going on, maybe where you guys are at. I will say this. I was quite impressed when I went to vote yesterday that, um, they handled it with professionalism on a level that I've never seen before, meaning voter's registration card, having your ID, matching signatures on the spot. So that was, and they printed out my ballot so I could read it before it was submitted. Now, I'm not saying that it couldn't be changed later. I'm not saying that. But, at least I walked away feeling fairly comfortable that everything was followed and it was up to par, if that makes sense. Okay. So I will say that. But I would like to question you guys, and if your voting process, how did you feel that your district handled it? Hi, Brianna. Hi, sweet darling. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to get in here. I know it's later than expected. People have got stuff to do. It's the middle of the week. But you know what? We need to ask Spirit what's going on with these elections, because there are certain things that just aren't adding up. So we're going to see what Tarot says. And just so you know, everybody, yeah, Grassley, yeah, he took that again, as far as I understand. Trying to clear my head. I have got this, I'm getting this horrible flu bug, and I'm not feeling good. Staying up last night did not help, but it's all right. It's all right. I'm going to push through because this needs to be done. So whether you watch it live or watch it on the replay, Brianna, you and I can hold down the fort tonight. Brianna, how was your situation if you went to vote? If you voted yesterday, how are you? Well, first of all, treated, but do they require ID, that kind of stuff? Because I was just saying that they did in my district. It was a huge requirement. Even when my son went to vote, they got him confused. They told him because he voted after Lee and I did, and they told him that he was ineligible to vote. And he goes, "How can that be?" And they said, "You were just in here 30 minutes ago and you voted." And he goes, "That's my dad. That's not me." So, but he got it all worked out and he was able to vote. So that was good. Proud of my oldest daughter. You know, she's in her late 20s and she's never voted, and I've tried to encourage her that you need to. It's kind of a civic duty, and it's American, right? And she did, and she went to vote. So that's okay, Brianna. That's your choice. That's all right. But I have not pulled cards at all. Even after watching it all night long, and I had a lot of questions, I did not pull tarot because I wanted that to be live with you guys tonight to see what questions needed to be asked. Okay. Now, with that being said, there's a couple things that we need to address with the elections. But first and foremost, I want to let everybody know, like I said, it's Wednesday night, and I know people have got stuff to do, and that's fine. That's okay. My son's ID was expired, but it was still his picture ID, and he was still registered to vote, so he was allowed to do it as long as they could make sure that it was him. So, but that's all right. I tend to be a recluse too, and I don't like going out, but I knew that I needed to. But you do you, girlfriend. All right. I mean, I have no ill will towards anybody that chooses not to vote, because I also, especially right now, understand that a lot of people are choosing not to because they don't feel that what's the point? They're just still going to cheat. So I understand. That's kind of it's a common feeling amongst people right now, and that's okay. Now, as I was saying, I don't know how long I will be on here tonight because I don't know how many people are going to join. You can watch it on the replay. But I'll hang in there as long as I can, but I am not feeling good at all. Um, that's all right, but I'm still determined to get this done. I want to take a minute to recognize tomorrow's date, which is November 10th. And I want to wish a very blessed happy birthday with an insurmountable amount of thanks to the United States Marine Corps, because tomorrow is the Marine Corps birthday. And my husband is a Marine. And I want to give them a shout out. Happy birthday, Marine Corps. Semper Fidelis. That's all I got to say about that, because I'll get emotional. So thank you to all our men and women in the Marine Corps. Yeah, doing the honey lemon tea. I'm also doing a honey lemon and ginger too, because there's a stomach bug in my house. It's affecting all the littles, and it's just my face is breaking out. There's just a lot, and there's just stress going on, and Luna Moon is not helping the energy, and it's okay. Reeling it in, and I'll be okay. I just need to take a little bit of time to actually kind of get proper rest, because I have not. I've been staying up and I'm studying stuff, and Luna's not making it easy. but there's a lot going on right now, and you know, it's fine. Hi, Gibby. Um, but anyway, so tomorrow, happy birthday, Marine Corps. And then Friday, what I'm basically trying to say is I'm not quite sure when I'm going to be on again, because if I take tomorrow to rest, I won't come on. I don't know. You know me and energy. If I feel that I need to come on, I will. Friday, I will definitely not be on here unless it's morning coffee or something, but I doubt that too. Lee has the day off because it's also Veterans Day. Night, honey. I love you. Um, it's Veterans Day. He has the day off, and he is veteran, so we celebrate that. But it's also Lee and I. It's our anniversary, so I will be spending the day with him. He has a 3-day weekend. Weather's gonna suck. That's okay. Um, I'll cook him a nice dinner, and we will celebrate. We don't go out. We don't do anything. We're homebodies. We just don't. But it's our anniversary. Um, how long we've been married? 100 and no, just kidding. 29 years this year. It's 29 years. So I'll be hanging out with him Friday. So I'm gonna take the day off and spend that with him. But other than the Marine Corps birthday, to all my beautiful veterans out there, Friday, if I don't see you between here and there, happy blessed Veterans Day. Thank you all for your service and the sacrifices that you've made, your families have made. I don't have the words to show my appreciation for everything that you've done. So thank you. God bless you. And I don't know where we would be without you. Veterans that are here and those who have passed, thank you for all of your sacrifices. And I appreciate you very much. And I just wish people would celebrate you guys every day, because you're underrated. Sorry, I didn't mean to get that emotional, but it irritates me of how our veterans are treated. But anyway, on to tonight's show. You call that the Oogies? That's a cute name. Sounds like big doings. How fun. Wowza. All right. So I see there's more people in here than me and Brianna, but that's okay. We've got some people that like to watch in the background, and that's all right. That's all right. All right. So let's get down to business, guys. I'm not going to keep you. Jesus, I just talked too much because 13 and a half minutes and I haven't even pulled a card. All right. So let's cover a couple of questions that are running around the Intel community today that Nadia brought up to me, which is, I think it's very important that we address it. Let's verify first the rumor, because we have no way to prove it, that the Supreme Court had overturned the 2020 election. Let's ask that first. But the second part is, if is that going to be announced? It may tell me in one question, I don't know, or in one result. If they reveal that, it means this election didn't even happen. It's what that means. You can't have a 2020 election and that be overturned, and then that means all of this election was null and void, because these people cannot be up and running again. Which may be understanding why tarot has constantly given me the answer that it's not going to happen. And when they did say, yes, it will go through, but it's not what you think it is, and it's all an illusion. So let's just simply ask tarot, did the Supreme Court overturn the 2020 election? And I'm pretty sure that I've asked this question before. maybe a while back. I don't know, but let's see where the energy is right now. And also, by the way, I pulled collective oracle cards for us tonight. Like I said, as a collective, because I want to know what higher divine spirit wants to tell us in advice on how to deal with this right now. I've already pulled them. I pulled them before I even opened the show because I didn't want any other energy interfering with it. I have them sitting over here. There are 3 cards. And when I looked at them and I went, that's great advice. So we'll get to that too. Okay. Don't let me forget, because I will. So we're just going to simply ask, did the Supreme Court overturn the 2020 election? Was that done already? Because that would answer a lot of questions, but it would also bring up a whole lot of new questions. Like, then why are we even doing this? Okay. And then we'll get to the next one. Wow. Got one upside down. You know me, I always ask, do you want it to stay that way? And they said, yes, please. Okay. All right. You ready? Interesting. Did the Supreme Court overturn the 2020 election and say it was no good? Judgment. That's just us asking the court, did they pass judgment on this? It's just us asking the question. But I like how it leads off, because I was expecting this one or the justice card. Now, I haven't pulled confirmation because it still may come up. Yep. How do we feel about this? 5 of Pentacles. We feel left out in the cold and cheated. Left a lot of people vulnerable and raw, and like, they don't care about us. They don't care about us at all. Now, the past card that I'm going to show you is the one that was in reverse. Normally, this is my We the People card, and that's the 4 of Wands, and it's in reverse in the past, because they didn't give a shit about what any of us had to say about it. Normally, it's like this, and I say, yes, this is for the people, but it's in reverse. We don't give a crap. Those that cheated, and we know they did, and I don't care to say it, they did not give a crap about you, okay? I'm going to tuck that one back here, and I'm going to turn it right side up, because if not, it'll get stuck that way. And what they did was the 4 of Pentacles. They were holding on for dear life for their power, okay? That new world agenda, okay? New world order, right? They were going to hold on to power and the money, because it is a pentacle, okay? But here's the advice from the universe and the outcome. Please don't lose sleep over this. Well, sorry, Spirit, but we have for 2 years. Okay? Don't lose sleep over it. The swords are truth. Don't lose sleep. The truth will come. All right? We're going to be okay. Big Ace of Wands. Yes. Hearts and desires. We will find out, and it will move us out of troubled waters. Okay? And that's also another sword card. 6 of Swords. The truth will lead you out of the troubled waters that you're in. Okay? So if they... Wow. They overturned it. It was a big loss to us, the 5 of Cups. But we didn't see what happened in the background. Okay? 5 of Cups, that's a loss card. But we focused on all this crap, but we didn't see what was happening in the background. Sounds like a movie to me, right? We will celebrate. Okay? Your 9 of Cups is a celebration. As a community card, we will be celebrating because they caught the thief. So just simply asking if the Supreme Court overturned it. Yes. Yes, they did. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we did that one. Supreme Court overturned it. I'll make sure that I turn these up right because I'll get them all mixed up. All right. Now, second part of that question. Let's just ask it this way. Does that mean that this election that happened yesterday, and there's still drippy droppy of information and races that are going to keep coming out, does that mean that yesterday's race is null and void now? Like this election didn't even happen and they can't do it? Because, wow. All right. So did this election, does that mean the overturning of the 2020 election, does that mean that this one didn't happen? And it also leads to the question that Nadia had asked me when she texted it to me was, then why haven't you revealed it yet? Like, what's the purpose? Maybe we can throw that in there. I have to figure out how to. Lots of helicopters flying over my house right now. Wonder why. But why didn't they reveal it? What were they waiting on? Did they need to catch them twice? I don't know. We'll see. But with this information of what Tara is saying about 2020, does that mean that yesterday's election is null and void, is what we're asking? Yesterday's election null and void based on that ruling? They said, it's okay. Look at the base card. How's Mr. T? Okay. All right. Here we go. So, and then in a minute, we'll get into our military. And if they captured it again, because we know they captured the first one. Second base card, as I get ready to lay them down to split them, was the King of Cups. And they didn't have any boundaries on this. They just let them go. Like, go ahead. Go ahead. First was Mr. T base card, and now the King of Cups. Go ahead. We'll just let you do whatever you want. Interesting. All right. So does this mean that elections didn't even happen yesterday? First card upside down. They said leave it that way. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, interesting. So, did the elections even happen yesterday? First card was in reverse. Now, normally the Eight of Wands means fast moving. Well, the opposite of fast moving is it came to a halt. It didn't happen. It was just a complete standstill. What you see is not what you think it is. Interesting. I've never had that card in reverse before. Because usually I tell you guys this means coming quickly, moving. It's a movement card, moving forward, and it's really fast paced. It was in reverse. It means there's nothing fast paced about this because it didn't happen. So we're asking that question. Why? Because it affects the whole world. Okay? It affects the whole world. Whether anybody wants to admit it or not, the U.S. elections affect the whole world. Where are we at now and why? Because we needed a new beginning. Okay, our Eight of Cups. In the past, I find this fascinating because it's our baby page of Pentacles. The truth, in the past, people wouldn't have been able to handle how bad it was. Okay? The money, it is still about money as well. How much money was spent into cheating. But remember our mystery peacocks. There's a lot of mystery of who is behind it. Okay? The election yesterday, who is behind the cheating? Is it the same people that did it in 2020? We're going to find out. And this proves to me that we're going to find out. Because this is the divine feminine Queen of Swords. And she says, oh, you're going to find out. I know, you're sick of hearing it because it hasn't happened yet. But here's your advice. Take it from a second queen that's sitting beside of her, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, it can be money, but remember, pentacles are earthly bound things. We are manifesting. Please, we're manifesting the truth. Remember, Penelope the Peacock here. Remember, I named him. What was the boy's name? I can't remember. What did I give him? Peter or something? I don't know. But there's so much mystery. Who paid for it? Who did it? For the community, another community. He's well aspected because he's beside the Queen of Swords in this. So he's well aspected of taking the money from the people, leading them on. It's a community card because it's just we the people. Now let's see the outcome. That's what I was. Wow. Another one in reverse. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. So the outcome of yesterday's election, did it happen or didn't? Nope. Because remember, this Knight of Swords is my U.S. military. They captured everything. Didn't happen. Not gonna happen. I'm still not seeing illusion cards, but that could be just as rewording the question. It's fine. We just simply asked, does that mean that it didn't happen? Community celebration. Okay. It's a community as a collective celebrating. It's a group effort that we no longer imprisoned by these people, that the truth, because this is in reverse. Okay. I mean, normally it's like this, and we say, well, the Eight of Swords means we feel like we're stuck and we're imprisoned. It's in reverse. It's to free the people, okay, of the old system. So from what I'm getting from this is this election, based on that Supreme Court ruling, didn't actually happen. It will not count. Question is, how long are we going to have to wait? We don't like ask a tarot timing because it just stinks for the answers because it's so broad. On the next question, let's ask if our military captured their results just like we know they did in 2020. Maybe they just needed strike two. I don't know. But let's ask. Hi, Pat. Thank you for joining us, sweetie. That's okay if you can't stay. Your sister-in-law passed. Honey, I'm so sorry. You're welcome. Pat, honey, I'm so sorry. You go take care of your family. Go take care of your family. You are in my prayers, darling. I love you. If there's anything I can do, you know how to get a hold of me, okay? Blessings to you and all of your family dealing with that right now. Thank you so much for popping in and letting us know. But if there's anything we can do, please let us know. Everyone pray for Pat, please. That's hard. And while we're on prayer requests as well, all of my Florida people, now Christine's down there, Hurricane Nicole's rolling in. Please, after Hurricane Ian, they need prayers because they're going to get hit again. Okay? So let's keep them in our prayers as well. Okay? I know that Sister Victoria is still dealing with things in her home, and we need to pray for her. I'm going to pray for Elle and her husband Juice because they deal with spiritual things as well. Pray for Sister Tilly in Texas, who is still mourning the loss of her precious fur baby Max. lots of rough times right now. And if I'm forgetting anybody, oh yeah, pray for Sister Denise because she didn't get the job promotion that she was hoping for. But we need to change her energy, and she doesn't need a job where the energy is really bad. So we want to manifest good spiritual outcome for her and job movement. Okay. If I forgot anybody, I'll try to think. I got lots of you in my family. I try to keep up with you though. Sister Joe, no one knows what's going on with her right now, but I know, and I want her to know that I am here for you and all the personal stuff that we talked about the other day. And I'm praying for you as well. No one needs to know the reason or the cause. Just continue to pray for them. Okay? All right. Now, did the military catch and capture the results? You know, like they did last time. Like if there was cheating going on, did they capture it? That's what we want to know. Did they capture it? All right. Interesting. Wow. There she is again. In the same position as well. Good advice. I like that. I haven't pulled confirmation yet, but did our military capture the results of the election? And I mean everywhere. Small, intimate district races all the way up to governors, right? Okay, we're just asking. Military, did you show up? That's all we're asking. They're saying, yes, ma'am, we did, because we were here to capture as they flipped the results. Wheel of Fortune is flipping things upside down. We captured, military captured, how they flipped it and reversed it. Fascinating. And it was all done very quickly because it's a military card as well, but it's fast moving, and it means going forward. So yes, they did. They did. So the Chariot in the past, yeah. Page of Wands just means they had to end the old ways to get. The Page of Wands is a hearts and desires for a new beginning, new way of voting, new system of how we want to do it, because we've been doing this since 2020. That's why it's in the past position. Okay. This beautiful lady is in the same position she was on the previous question, and that's the Queen of Swords. The divine feminine will bring out the truth. Whether that means a physical woman or not is yet to be determined. It just means the spirit of truth has a divine feminine feel to it, okay, which would clarify love, understanding, and intuition. And I think it's their hearts and desires that we are patient and we wait. Easier said than done. They are well aware that we are heartbroken and disappointed, but they are as well to capture it, because you want to try to fix something. And they're just watching from a distance, but the truth of what they were doing is heartbreaking and disappointing. Okay? So they're saying the election yesterday, capturing it, is your Seven of Cups. It's all an illusion. It's not real. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Now you're really going to like the confirmation on that. Did the military capture the truth? Okay. Yes. What you saw was an illusion because they had to surrender. Okay. There's your surrender card. All right. The Ten of Swords is just surrendering to the truth. They knew they couldn't win it. Justice will be served. Okay? Justice will be served, and it will be served by this guy. And that is the King of Swords, because he's full of integrity and truth. And he is also another Mr. T card in the way I read. Okay? But he looks like a judge too, sitting with the truth, but next to the Justice card. So possibly the Supreme Court. Fascinating. Fascinating. Your base card on that was the Eight of Swords, that they have been captured and being held. So I don't know what we're seeing right now, but it definitely had the Seven of Cups in there, which we know is an illusion card. So what you're seeing is not real. That's why I really didn't lose my crap last night. I said, yeah, Houston, we have a problem. But at the end of it, I wanted to get my point across of, we're going to be okay. I just know that in my gut. We're going to be okay. How this is going to play out, I don't know. That's why we're here asking tarot tonight. Now, if you all have any questions about certain races going on, districts, maybe it's your home, or maybe it's just somewhere else in the country that just looks funny to you, if you have a question, please ask it, because now is the time. Because that's all I have written down. Okay? And know that there are things that look funny right now. Fetterman winning over Oz. Carrie Lake still not getting to claim victory. As far as I know, I was out this evening. If they declared it while I was gone, I didn't know. And I just don't believe Katie Hobbs was that high up. Maricopa County's machines breaking down. I know that races in Wisconsin and Nevada are still a hot mess. But if you have a question about a specific race or territory, or maybe it's just somebody in your hometown and you're curious, please, by all means, put them in the comment, because if we don't have any questions, I'm not going to keep you tonight. We may have to wait, and we may have to do a catch-up show when true results come in, or true military comes out and says, I don't think so, or Supreme Court, whatever. I don't know. We may still be at a standstill. That's why I said originally when I did this video, I didn't even know if Wednesday is going to work for truth, because it's still too early. Okay? So let me go see. Hi, Deb. Hi, honey. You're fine, honey. Yeah. I don't feel that I need to push a lot of these questions tonight, because some of it I know in my gut are not right. And then the ones that we don't even know about right now, I don't know. The New York race between Zeldin and Holcomb, it doesn't sit right with me either. I don't know. Bill Lee, governor of Tennessee. What is his status? Deep and dark. Lee's the Republican gubernatorial candidate. He won, right? Am I correct, Deb? Because I was watching them last night. Oh, they all started running together after a while. But I'm pretty sure that Lee was the... Okay. All right. So is he good or bad? Deb, is he... was he the original governor, or is he a newbie coming in? You tell me. I don't know if he was up for re-election or if this is the first time he's ever done it. Not that I need to know it, but I was just curious. He's the original? Okay. All right. Let's see if Bill Lee, governor of Tennessee, is a good guy. And we all know what categories we're looking for. And it will tell us. But good question. All right. Governor of Tennessee, Bill Lee. Good, bad, or indifferent? Let's see. All right. Oh. Um, um, it doesn't look good, honey. Let me explain. And from what I can gather, they wanted him to do this race again or stay in the spotlight because that's how they're going to take him down. All right. So here we go. We're just asking, putting in the work. What's the results of the harvest now that he's in there again or whatever? Um, you know, what are we reaping out of him being in office, right? That's what we're asking. Okay. I have four cards in reverse, and they're not good. This one, okay, Ten of Pentacles, which is a treasure chest, and is usually a gift from the universe. When it's in reverse, it means he is stealing the gifts and money. He's a thief. You don't have to have the actual thief card, okay, to pop in there. This can mean, you know, same thing as Seven of Swords, thief and taking of money. If it's like this, prosperity and abundance. When it's like this, stealing it, hiding it, keeping it for himself. Okay. So we have that. And yes, in the past, this card is also in reverse. Now, normally this is my humanitarian card. Okay. When you have the Six of Pentacles, it's giving and receiving. He gets paid to do a job, but he gives it back to the people, humanitarian citizens. It's in reverse. He ain't giving nothing. He's taking, 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 taking. Okay. So that was in reverse as well. This one is also in reverse. And that is our beautiful, delicate Empress. I don't know if there is something that he has done in his past against women. This is in reverse. It doesn't show his respect for the divine feminine. And that's what I'm getting intuitively, that he has maybe harmed someone, disrespected them. I pray that it's not anything bigger than that. Not that that's not bad enough. Now, here's where it gets nasty and ugly because we don't like seeing this card, especially, when we're talking about politicians or anybody. Um, his first wife died. Oh, wow. Hi, Mary. I'm so glad you're here, honey. Um, yeah, his first wife died, so maybe a hint of foul play. That's a question for another day, but possibly an accident. Interesting. Okay, well, let's finish it. Yeah, because when the Empress is in reverse, I don't see any respect towards a woman. That's just what I'm getting. Okay, now the card underneath that is not in reverse, but because this was in reverse and the one beside of this card is in reverse, I do not like this because that's our littles. Okay, now if it was good and well aspected, it is upright, but it's beside and underneath cards that are in reverse, which tells me that this ain't about humanitarian efforts. This has to do with our littles, and you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Now, what you said makes sense. I think the wife knows it's in an upright position. Her hearts and desires was to expose this, because here's that final card, then it's still in reverse, and it's a sword, meaning the truth. He's not locked up yet, but it's coming. Okay, it's in reverse. All right, so your Eight of Swords, normally I tell you when it's like this, it means they're locked up, taken care of, can't get out. It is in reverse. That means they are waiting to take him down. Okay, I'm not getting very good readings, Deb. I'm sorry. Wow. Is that in reverse? Okay. Oh, I see. I see. I thank you. I had a final card come up in reverse, and I always ask, how do you want it? Yeah, his world's about to come crashing down because that's your tower. big changes are coming, new beginnings are coming, but his world is going to come crashing down. They will dethrone him, okay? He's sitting there relaxed, thinking nothing can bother him. His world's going to come crashing down. He's not aware of it yet, and this is why this card came up in reverse, and that's our Knight of Cups. Normally, when it's like this, it just means the universe is bringing us a message for the new beginning. It's in reverse, telling me he hadn't gotten the hint yet, and he doesn't know what's going to hit him. He's sitting there relaxed and cocky, like nothing can touch me. He ain't got the message yet that his whole world's going to come crashing down. So, unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they're just waiting to capture him. But he doesn't know it yet. It doesn't look like he's got a very good history at all with women or children. Okay? And that's what I get from tarot. Yeah, I know, honey. No one wants to think about that, but you're welcome, sweetie. Yeah, but so you had kind of a gut intuitive, like, there's something about him that creeps me out. I don't really like him. Yeah, that's our intuitive ability. We are the beautiful empress and the high priestess that has that divine intuitive ability. Women just tend to have it more than men do. Um, I don't even know the dude. I don't even know what he looks like. I knew his name from the race, and that was it, because I have notes where I took notes all last night, but I don't even know the dude. But I trust you, Deb. I trust your intuitive ability. Well, probably gave off some bad vibes and energy, and you didn't like it. And you're dead on, sweetie, because the universe is agreeing with you through tarot. Okay. All right. Is there anything else? We've gone 47 minutes. Anything else, guys? I'll touch on anything you want me to. Like I said, there's a lot of this stuff, especially some of the bigger races, we still don't know yet. And if we're still waiting for, after those questions asking about the military and the Supreme Court, not to sound redundant or pointless, why would we even ask? Because it doesn't mean anything. But they might. And I was impressed with some of our New England states that swung quite a few seats to red, which is normally not the case. So that was interesting. Still don't know anything about Carrie Lake. I don't know. I don't want to pull too soon. I don't want to disrupt energy. I know Illinois, it looked like Pritzker won, which our brother Michael is not going to be happy about that. But maybe we'll give it another day or two and see what rolls in and see what our beautiful white hats and alliance and military do. I don't know. All I know is the moon is still full and the energy is insane right now. So we still don't know final results to be able to call the House or the Senate, as far as I know. I haven't watched it since probably about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So unless you know something I don't, they can't call anything. We're still kind of hanging in limbo right now. So, and if you're watching and you're not in the chat and you have a question, pop in now, because if not, I'm going to call the show and say we will continue to wait and see. I think it was very important that we addressed the questions that Nadia gave me, especially because it has to do with 2020 and the Supreme Court and our military. And if that plays a role in the fact that I got the answers that I did, it tells me, yep, it does. Wow. I just split the deck just to see where the energy was. And it says, we will have complete victory. That's your 6 of Wands. We will have complete victory. No worries. We're okay. Okay? All right, guys. Oh, you're so welcome, sweetie. Yeah, everybody's busy. It's the middle of the week. I get it. We're busy too. I wasn't even sure I was going to make it back home to even get anything done tonight. I have to take care of my crew. Um, but go back and watch it. Pick it apart. If you weren't in here, you watched it on the replay, and you have a question, we will do results of the election part 2. I promise. Just like we do global events, I'll do it again. And the more that we get exposed and released to us as public information, I'm just straightening my cards out because some of them are still twisted. As we get information, as it comes out, and maybe they call races or something, maybe we can address them. If you're in the background and you don't want to pop your head in for privacy reasons, you can privately email me and say, please don't give my name, and I won't, because that's nobody's business. And I'd like to think that I have proven my integrity that I would never do that. Okay. So, on that note, you're so welcome, sweeties. In the meantime, if you see something happen, whether it's in your area or somewhere else, and I don't catch it, make a note of it. Email it to me. Put it in the comment. Hey, Jen, did you see this? I heard this. Can you confirm that? I'll write it down. I promise. I will write it down. But as a reminder, let's keep all the people that I mentioned, and of course, Sister Pat tonight, adding the loss in her family, but everybody that needs prayers, everybody that's dealing with this hurricane, everybody that's dealing with this election, everything. There's a lot going on right now. And if you need something and you need a prayer and you want to message me privately to ask, please do. Don't be shy about that. And I ask you for continued prayers for my health, that I start feeling better, because I know it's coming. I can feel it. Other than that, I will touch base with you sometime. I don't know when. Definitely not Friday. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Definitely not Friday, because it is mine and Lee's anniversary. So I will talk to you soon. And I'll keep you in my prayers as well. Thank you for joining me tonight. Go with God. Go with the divine. Wrap yourself in that divine white light. And we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay no matter what the results are. I truly believe that we're going to be okay. All right? I'm already working on our next show with Nadia, and we've got some great information. Now, before I let you go, here's your collective oracle cards tonight. Based on the energy of the election and what's going on, this is what our higher selves and universe, divine spirit, want us to know. Okay? Can continue to grow. We get this one a lot. Continue to grow. Your intuitive ability, your prayer ability, your ascension ability, continue to grow. Okay? Abundance is coming. I've never seen that one before, and I like it. Stop being so impatient. Doesn't that ring a bell? That's why I'm not going to push the issue tonight. I'm like, all right. Because this was an election question. It says, do not be impatient. Okie dokie. Grow. Abundance is coming. Don't be so impatient. All right. Thank you, Deb. All right. That's what Spirit wants us to know. We'll take it. We will grow. We will grow. Abundance will come. We need to stop being impatient. All right. I split the deck for the base card on the oracles, and it says, you'll be enlightened. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. All right? All right. We did almost an hour. And with what we've got to work with right now, that's where we're going to go with it. Like I said, if you think of a question, a race, or something you want me to answer, we'll do part 2. And if you need it right away, just text it to me. I'll text you the result. It's fine. Okay? I love all of you. Go with God. Love and light. Still some and I love all y'all. Just Stick together. Keep your vibrations high, okay? We're going to be okay. I will talk to you soon, darlings. I love y'all. Night night.